Hey Heather, no, since that last time that we spoke, haven't learned any new information, but we do know that there have been no serious injuries. Public information officer with the city of Pittsburgh, Kara Cruz, coming over to talk to us for just a brief second when she got on scene. We also know that Mayor Ed Gainey is supposed to be headed this way to see the damage for himself and to talk to us about the dangers of this situation. And so that is all that we know. That's the only thing that she was able to update us with at this point in time. As I mentioned, no serious injuries. We do know that the driver, as well as I believe three other people, were on the bus at the time. And as I mentioned, it'll be about 20 to 30 or so minutes until we are able to hear from somebody. As a matter of fact, it does seem like the mayor is on the way right now to speak with us. So we are going to see what he has to say, as well as Lieutenant John Fetterman and any other information. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Heather, it seems like just about everybody on scene is headed over here to talk to us. So, Public Information Officer, Allegheny County Executive Rich Fitzgerald, Lieutenant John Fetterman, as well as Mayor Ed Gainey, all look like they're about to head over this way to talk to us, gathering right now to get together and come up with one accord with what they are going to say. So, of course, we will keep you updated with what they say, and for now just waiting for the nearest updates. But as I mentioned, no serious injuries to anybody that's on the bus. No specific numbers just yet to how many people were involved in this scene, but that is just some information that we're waiting to hear at this point in time. So a couple of things.
We're right at the corner of Forbes and Browning. Yeah, he's still going to be about 2 blocks away from where the activity is.
My IFB came out.
Yeah, well, he can.
I
Yeah, I don't. You'd have to talk about it.
Hold it. Okay, buddy. Pop up there.
Come closer, guys.
Thank you.
Good morning. Just want to give you an update on what happened. The bridge collapsed, bus went over. So far, I think we have 3 that were injured. Chief Jones will be coming up to give you an analysis of exactly what happened. But right now, there's no fatalities. We do have a collapsed bridge that we're dealing with, and we'll be dealing with it throughout the day to make sure that everybody is secure. There was a gas leak. The gas has been turned off. It's not hazardous to the people. That's what I was told so far. So right now, we're still assessing the situation, getting information. But the good thing at this point is that there's no fatalities, and we're going to pray that there is no fatalities and that they're doing what they need to do. I want to thank the city of Pittsburgh, our EMS, our firefighters, our police, the county for their assistance, and the state for all coming together. We were fortunate. A bus went over, and right now we don't have no fatalities. We got 3 hurt. They've been looked at, and I think 10 have been seen, and they're okay. So we're just going to continue to hope for the best and make sure that we get this get this together. County exec.
Yeah, just to echo what the mayor said, and I want to thank Senator Costa and Councilman O'Connor and Lieutenant Governor Fetterman for being here as well. The outpouring of support to help with this has been tremendous, as the mayor said. The city paramedics and fire and police being here, county, state, got a call from the governor. We got a call from the White House. Everyone's reaching out to help. As the mayor said, thankfully at this point, the preliminary reports are minor injuries, or injuries that are non-life threatening, might be a better way to say that. And to think about what a major artery this bridge is for so many people coming, from the East End, from the eastern suburbs, coming on in through Squirrel Hill and on into Oakland and town. This is a major artery. A lot of work's going to need to be done. And again, thankfully, and our People's Gas crew that was out here getting the gas shut off, I'm sure people that were out here could smell that gas early on and the danger that could require. But we're going to be still reaching out. People are going to need a lot of help with utilities. We just don't know what's going to be there as well. But we're going to be here to make sure that we support the folks in this community to make sure this can be done expeditiously and move forward. Mayor, you have the...
Now, quick question. This bridge collapse happened on the day that the president is headed here to talk about infrastructure. I mean, what does that say about some of the improvements that need to be done?
We need it. I said it before. This bipartisan infrastructure law is critical to Southwest Pennsylvania and the city of Pittsburgh. We know we have bridges that we need to take care of. We're finding out now when the last inspection was and everything. But with him coming today to talk about this infrastructure bill, to discuss why this funding is so important, today is significant of that. At the end of the day, we could have had some serious injuries.
And it was just 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, that we had Route 30 collapse just a couple of years ago. So another major artery. So yes.
At the end of the day, this is critical that we get this funding. And we're glad to have the president coming today.
What can you tell us about the last inspection for this bridge?
We're working on that now. Chief Jones will be coming up to give that information that we have, and a lot of it we're still finding out as we go. But I believe it was 2 years ago, but we'll find out shortly.
Is there anybody that still needs to be rescued?
Mayor,
at this
September.
September?
September.
So it was September of what?
2021.
September of 21 was the last time the bridge was inspected.
Is there anybody who still needs to be rescued at this time?
They're looking. I know they're flying zones, the drones over there now, taking a look to make sure that nobody else is down there. But that information I'm going to have Chief Jones talk about, and then I'll come back and answer any questions you may have, all right? All right, Chief Jones?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And so this morning we had a collapse of the bridge. 3 to 4 vehicles were on the bridge at the time that it went down. We have extricated everybody off. As the mayor stated, there were 10 minor injuries, 3 were transported, none were life-threatening. Right now we are stepping down our operations and sending some of the units back home, and we will be here for a while. We still have to do a little bit of recon to make sure that no one was under the structure when it collapsed. There was a massive gas leak caused by the collapse that is now under control. Several families were evacuated from their homes. They have been allowed back. We were told by the gas company that all their gas service has been restored. So we have the Salvation Army coming in to take care of some of the first responders. The Red Cross will be setting up a victims assistance unit at the Biddle building down the street here for any people want to know if their family members were on the bus or their condition. And right now, that's where we stand.
Do you have any more details about the latest inspection and any issues that may have been with this bridge?
No, I do not have any of that information. I'm sorry.
Any idea what may have caused this to collapse?
The cause is under investigation.
And again, just kind of go over those numbers again. I know there was something passed, and just want to make sure we have those numbers correct.
Yeah, so there was a total of about 10 injuries, all minor. 3 were transported. Again, none were life-threatening. So the 3 that were transported were from the bus, I believe. The others were some of our first responders who slips and falls and things like that and exhaustion. So, but everybody's okay.
Any idea if weather played a factor into this collapse?
Well, I know it played a factor into the response. I can't say it played a factor in the collapse. You can see the roads are kind of icy. Response was slow. You can't get in an accident trying to go help someone, and no one gets any help. So that slowed us down a little bit. I did mention that it was some slip and fall hazards on the scene because of the weather as well.
Can you describe what the rescue was like a little bit more to us?
So yeah, excuse me, EMS, our EMS bureau set up for rescue. They have the heavy rescue units here. The technicians rappelled down using ropes to go down over the side. They helped the firefighters that were here initially on scene, also did like a daisy chain with hands, just grabbing people and pulling them up. So it was a physical rescue, most of them are. But we have some highly skilled and highly trained professionals on the job here. Pittsburgh is lucky in that respect. So it was handled as best as it could be handled.
Sounds like a pretty dramatic rescue operation. How do you know how far down they had to rappel to be able to get to the people?
I do not, but my guess is at least 100 feet, 150 feet maybe. And it wasn't vertical, but it was fairly steep. So, all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I just make one clarification, Chief? Yeah. There was two people on the bus, the driver and the passenger, who was a female.
Thank you.
So just 2 people on the bus?
2 people on the bus,
Okay.
the driver and the passenger, and they're okay. They were not transported.
Okay. Awesome.
Thank y'all so much.
All right. Thank
we
you.
just got a clarification from the PI over here. She says that there were 2 people on that bus that were taken to the hospital. But that was the update that we just got from Mayor Ed Gainey, also Chief Executive Rich Fitzgerald, and also in this group a lot of local leaders, state leaders as well, coming and seeing the response here. You heard
Yeah, that does seem to be what I understood. From what I was understanding, it does feel like they are certain that there are no more injuries or anybody else involved in that bridge collapse. However, they are going to do some more reconnaissance. That's what the Chief Jones was telling us, just to make sure that nobody else was involved and everybody is okay. They were able to get everybody out safe and sound. But that was just a bit of what we heard from Mayor Ed Gainey as well as Chief Jones about the operations that have been going on here. So 10 injuries, nothing severe, which is good. They said it was an extensive rescue effort here. He said most are, but weather definitely played a factor into their response, but we don't know just yet about how weather played a factor or if it even played a factor at all into the bridge collapse. I know that they said that the bridge was last inspected in September of 2021, so fairly recently. So a bit of a peculiar moment to them as to why this bridge collapsed also. So we just heard from Mayor Ed Gainey and Chief Jones about those details. And as we do work to learn more, if we find anything out as they continue to be on scene and doing a little bit more of the rescue efforts and reconnaissance, we'll make sure to bring that to you all on air and online.
Can I just clarify? Did you say there were 10 people who were involved?
They were evaluated as injuries, not
Yeah, okay, but 3 people were transported.